Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Leo December 9, 2022. Today can be temperamental but eye-opening. A full moon occurs and aligns with retrograde Mars, and both events promote new awareness in initially disruptive ways. Be careful when it comes to mixing personal and professional arenas. Misunderstandings can be plenty, and you'll want to avoid bad press. Impatience won't move things forward if they're not ready to go in that direction, so take some time before making changes. Buried personal matters can be brought to light now, which can push your emotions up to the surface. A home project can reach a conclusion or fruition, or a career or reputation matter might illuminate. Your approach now is bolder than others expect of you, and you could be stirring up a bit of controversy. Avoid jumping to conclusions and, instead, aim to get more information before making important decisions. The heavens are singing full moon news today, highlighting your solar 10th house of achievements. Public praise and recognition could be turning your way. However, it may also vividly bring to attention how you're presenting your relationship to others and the world. If single, this is a prime lunation to consider how you can meet new people through your professional ascent who may be able to lift you to power. What have you accomplished? Look at how far your career, professional reputation, and more have come in the last 6 months. This lunar period has not been easy, especially if you have worked extra hard to be recognized for your talents, skills, and achievements. It may have also been a period of experimentation since you may have explored your options with your career. Now that the full moon in Gemini is calling this cycle to a close, it is time to walk away from this period feeling self-assured with your improvement and decisions. This is a bad day for doing successful business. Steer clear of risky projects, since your chances of making a profit are slim. In the long run, you could suffer considerable losses and will regret today's decisions. You are prone to let yourself be cheated when conducting smaller transactions, so don't let this happen. Today's planetary configuration could make you feel a sense of loneliness, as you realize that there are imbalances in the world that you alone cannot change. You may experience a sense of isolation when considering certain health issues. Try to share your thoughts and ideas with supportive friends and family. This planetary energy is telling you to share what is in your heart and mind with those you trust. Be sure to take care of yourself, and to get some downtime today. If you've been feeling the least bit tired or run down, it's going to be today that you really notice it, as the essence of this day will enhance this lack of energy. Even if this is a work day, or you have a long to-do list, make a little time to do something that you find relaxing and nurturing. Read a book, watch a movie, or take a nice nap. Perhaps a long soak in a tub will bring some peace of mind. Be good to yourself. What makes today's full moon in your career sector a lot more powerful than the full moon that falls here at around this time each year is Mars. The moon will align with Mars just as the full moon peaks, bringing his professional passions, fighting and competitive spirit into the mix, creating the potential for a breakthrough. However, this also means that it won't just be the moon clashed with the sun on the home front but Mars as well, amplifying any work and life balance tension. Fortunately, with Mercury in his first full day in a playful part of your chart, he can help with that. While today's full moon will give the final weeks of this professional year a massive boost, it might expose any work and life balance issues, and with perfect timing. With Mercury in his first full day in your romantic sector, Venus just 2 days away, and Jupiter in his final 2 weeks in your relationship sector, having the right work and life balance couldn't be more important. Our eyes in the sky. The full moon in Gemini is helping us find solutions to our problems right now, but we could have issues figuring out how to make things click. Good ideas could clash with confusion, creating frustration and irritation. Try not to be overly critical of others or yourself right now, and try to avoid giving any unsolicited advice. In the afternoon, your inner perfectionist could come out, and not in the best way. Remember to take things slowly and focus on your breath if you begin to feel overwhelmed by details. There is a need to be aware that today's full moon in your financial sector could come with some financial tension, and some of your emotional responses might be out of proportion. Behind the emotional fog of war is a clash between the moon and Mercury in your financial sector and the sun in your income sector, and the chance this brings to energize both sides of the financial fence. There are many aspects that need to be faced in order to successfully navigate this evening's cosmic climate. Themes around your goals and fantasies, self-awareness, critical thinking, and organization all commingle. The moon is not only still in your financial sector after yesterday's full moon, but there could be just as much tension between both sides of the financial fence. While the moon is no longer clashed with the sun, before leaving it will clash with Venus in her last full day in your income sector. At the same time that Mars is using this to fuel your financial passions and fighting spirit, as the planet of money, Venus knows how to turn financial tension into motivation. When Mars retrograde opposes the Sun, the universe is asking you to meld your dreams with reality in a way that is well thought out and pragmatic. The energy here gives us a rare opportunity to see where change needs to be implemented, but you must overcome your ego in order to see the path ahead. Don't let stubborn ways of thinking or arrogance stop you from seeing your way. In the pre-dawn hours, Ceres in Virgo squares off with Venus in Sagittarius, creating tension between how we give and receive love. Our upbringing or early life conditioning may have taught us that the best way to nurture others is by cleaning up their messes. Our parents might have sought to organize our lives as a mode of care. Equally, they may have been disposed to fault-finding, subtly critiquing our choices and suggesting how to better ourselves. Yet, the love we want to receive is quite different. We want our loved ones to trust us, granting us freedom of movement and allowing us space to make mistakes and learn from them. Today's Ceres-Venus square can cause us to police our partners, with good intentions. Having grown accustomed to subtle criticism, it feels safe to us. However, to tackle this dynamic, we must release the compulsion to offer unsolicited advice. We must let our partners be the messy, unpredictable people we fell for in the first place. We are not our partner's parents, and we shouldn't try to be. Professionally, you've everything going for you. If you encounter something unexpected, refrain from making any hasty decisions. Actually, what is needed is calmness and patience. Separate the important from the unimportant. Bring about an adequate solution. Maybe consider a more unconventional approach. Around dawn, the Sagittarius Sun squares off with Juno in Pisces, further exacerbating relational tensions. Our very sense of self seems to be at odds with who we present ourselves to be in committed partnerships. Indeed, we might have agreed to be in a relationship when we were an entirely different person, and we have grown in a direction that is contrary to the vows we made to another. We now have a choice to make. Do we stick it out, clearly address the disconnect, and commit to changing our contract to suit both our own and our partner's needs? Or do we decide to explore our own path? This is not necessarily an aspect of breakups, but it portends a reckoning that necessitates changes within a static partnership dynamic.